So next, representing Canterbury Community Gardens, Hayley Guglietta. And with the support crew as well. Good to see you all. No, that's great. So Hayley, thanks for joining us. Thanks for the whole team for joining us.
Kia ora koutou, councillors. Thanks for having us today. So today we thought we'd do a people point because we couldn't do a PowerPoint. So I hope you don't mind. So we're the Canterbury Community Gardens Association, and we are a not-for-profit volunteer committee, very vibrant and very diverse. So this is just some of our committee members today. So before we get into our people point, I'd just like to introduce you to some of them. So just so you can get a feel for the diversity of community gardening in Canterbury. So we've got Zane. Zane is doing awesome work in Wainoni. He is doing edible streets and providing fresh food to the people in his community. Robin Kilty, who has been the guardian of Beverley Park Rose Garden for a long time now. And
Heritage Rose Garden.
Pulls a team together regularly down there to look after that garden. Rachel Vogan. Rachel's our ambassador, procurement of resources for the gardens, and has her own Happy Garden brand. Catherine, legend in community gardening in Christchurch, and also our chairperson. And Kathy, who's part of the team who have taken 3 acres of red zone land and turned it into a fabulous community space. So that's our team. So Zane.
Okay, so there are over 37 community gardens across Greater Christchurch, spread over the city, not just in one suburb. The gardens are as diverse as the people that attend them.
Some gardens are open, some are fenced, some don't grow food. Like the one I'm involved with, the Beverley Park Heritage Rose Garden, that is such a place of solace for a vulnerable community.
Community gardens are places where everyone has a place. Everyone is welcome, everyone can belong, and it doesn't matter what part of society you're from. So they're very, very valuable places. They're places where older people have a voice, a sense of purpose, where the young can learn and become empowered. Because community gardens are generally open, fun and non-judgmental, they're very, very safe places to be. It's literally like a library of gardening for the community, a connective place.
I am a part-time coordinator. This is my title, but I'm more than that. I coordinate volunteers, I organise our events, garden club, regular school visits, education programs. Some of the agencies I supervise for are Youth Justice, Corrections, Stroke Foundation, Migrant Groups, Kingsley School, Ferndale School. I'm responsible for making sure the plants grow and the garden is thriving and we have food to share. My most important job is looking after the well-being of the people that come to the garden and connect them with other services if needed. I do all this in 30 hours with no backup, so please support us so we can support our community.
We know from our experience after the earthquakes, we get busy. If the earthquakes was a dress rehearsal, then COVID and the climate change emergency is the perfect storm. Community gardens are the places where people will seek out to learn more and to be resilient. So let's enable this and invest in resources and local leaders. Post-COVID, people are seeking connection to get back to nature and community with a sense of purpose. It's great for their mental health, creating diversity in our lives with a local footprint, a slower pace of life which is more meaningful and with intent. And every single one of these products in this basket has a story to tell, which I'm really proud of.
So over the COVID lockdown, some of our committee, the University of Canterbury Sustainability team and a number of other people from around the country came together for the Aotearoa Community Garden. I don't know, we're going to call it something. So we took the opportunity to get some data to support what we're saying. So we surveyed every single garden in the whole country, and the data was shocking. In Christchurch, 98% of the garden places are owned by the council. There is only 22% of gardens have a part-time paid employee. that, and 10% have a full-time employee, which leaves the remainder with no employee. And we know from Christchurch that the gardens that have a coordinator do much better than the ones that don't. I'm just looking at the time. So, but then the numbers that come out of the gardens in terms of volunteerism and outputs, what more than outweigh those figures for what we're delivering in Christchurch. So we're just coming to you today to say it's great that you've put more money into the strengthening communities, but really understand what these spaces deliver for the city, and let's support them some more. And that doesn't always mean money, that just means reducing the barriers for more work.
So thank you very much indeed for your submission and for your people point presentation this morning, and for articulating so well the value that community gardens bring to, you know, a really wide range of people and communities right the way across the city. Thanks very much indeed for the time taken. Thank you.